welcome back. A true story unfolds on the big screen.
Movie reviewer Matt Perrone joins us now with more on a tale of terror, reliving some soldiers' real-life struggles.
Welcome to another Monday. I had a nice little vacation last week, so in preparation for returning to work, I knew I had to make it to the theater and see a new offering. I didn't see the first ride-along, so I didn't really feel qualified in reviewing the second one, which came in #1 at the box office. The movie I did go see actually took me 3 attempts to see because the first 2 were sold out, which confused me considering it came in #4 at the box office. But with no further ado, here's my take on 13 Hours, Michael Bay's new film about what really happened in the Benghazi attacks. Our film begins with the arrival of ex-Special Forces soldier Jack Silva, played by John Krasinski, to Benghazi, Libya. In 2012, Libya had a threat level of critical after Muammar Gaddafi was forced out of power and executed. With rebel tribes fighting for power, the U.S. was doing its best to alleviate the situation. Silva arrives to work with a crew of 5 other ex-Special Forces contracted by the CIA to protect a secret outpost. For weeks, their detail is relatively laid back, and then on the approach of the September 11th anniversary, U.S. Ambassador Chris Stevens comes to the nearby diplomatic compound to improve U.S.-Arab relations. On the night of September 11th, Libyan rebels attack the compound with Stevens and his private security. Hearing the distress call, the 6 men armor up but are told to stand down by the CIA annex chief. After a 20-minute delay, the 6 take matters into their own hands and head to the compound. They arrive to battle hostiles and pull some of the men out. However, they find an information officer dead and the ambassador missing. Having no choice, they fight their way back to the CIA base. As the movie progresses, we see the 6 contractors having to defend the annex against wave after wave of attack. Help and air support from other U.S. bases is begged for, but to no avail. Finally, a second group of Special Force Ops arrives from Tripoli, but they are only 4 strong. As the fighting continues, we see the Libyan tactics change as our soldiers do everything they can to fight insurmountable odds. As they fight through the night, we see the soldiers face every emotion imaginable, and even though we, as the audience, already know how the story ends, we find ourselves watching from the edge of our seats, wondering how anyone can possibly survive. So this is one of those movies that I'm always a little nervous about seeing because you can't shy into the "it's only a movie" corner. Ever since this event happened, there's been political debate surrounding it, but the important thing about this film is it ignores the politics and just tells the actual story of what happened that night and of those who endured it. The cast is fantastic, and you actually get to see the personal side of the soldiers. We see them talking to their family and talking about their lives back home rather than just their battle personas. Like all factual war movies, it definitely gives you new appreciation for courage and the sacrifices that our soldiers make. A lot of people just think of Michael Bay as someone who does over-the-top action flick with unnecessary explosions, but I don't think anyone can accuse him of going too far with this one. The movie definitely puts you through an emotional ringer, and once we got home, the only thing we wanted to watch on TV was a good comedy cleansing. It is a strong and graphic film, and even though it may be tough to watch, I'm definitely glad that I did. This has been your Monday Movie Musing. Back to you.
Thank you, Matt. You know, it may be movie-going weather all week long. We're going to have another look at your 7-day outlook coming up.
That's right. You had a lot of options at the theaters, too. We'll have that coming up next, live from Main and Gervais.